Alafia, kings and queens.
Alafia, oh.
Welcome back to the Afro-Trinidadian View. Fresh on set. We live with the boss himself.
Well, I'm glad. I want to hear you introduce yourself because it's so good to have another Orisha devotee in presence now. So introduce yourself as the Orisha devotee and then your business.
So my name is Awodeli Eboda. Yes.
All right.
You know, and my Babylon name, like we go say, is Reggie. My Red House name is Roger Matthews. Tiger St. Anthony's, representing.
Right.
No matter who is foundation high, foundation low.
Mm-hmm.
And your business is?
My business is Dr. Organic and Mr. Medz.
Right.
So you use half of the business?
I is half of the business.
Right.
And your next half as well?
My next half is Mr. Medz. He's a Jamaican, so it's a Trinidad and a Jamaican collaboration.
Trinijam.
Yes, but it's still an African roots foundation.
Boom.
Yeah.
Still home, we ain't separating at all from that.
At all.
And we had to talk about because that hard like big stone boy.
You know, we want to big up God Save the Creative, right? For the Kwame Ture tea and the short pants. Watch it there. God Save the Creative, right? And
you
the
know
Nubian experience.
I always repping for
the Nubian experience.
Today we are the warriors. Cause we have a warrior here. You know, so the standing guard line, you know, hey, we here. You know, so let me get into it one time now, Dr. Organic.
You know, we love it. Yes.
Tell me a little bit about
what you just do, because I know you a long time, right?
Yeah. And I get introduced to you as the Bushman. So
right. So you mentioned it to me.
Right.
Tasha called me. I tell him Karen all this man, the organic thing, but he delivering thing all by me and thing always on time, good service, and I sure you know him, but she telling me, I don't know, he has none of them names. And she calling now. It's like go on my Karen now and bam, you pull up. Daddy man, you know, and she spoke so highly of the service that he was providing. So tell me about the business and the services.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I will first start, you know, I must give thanks to the ancestors, all of them married first, of course, and the ancestors, and all the Orishas who make it possible for the burning light of this vibration, you know. I start off because we get the COVID crisis, and a taxi, because it's taxi as normally work, and you could only carry 2 passengers, and it's really frustrating, you know, it's hard to work that.
Right.
So I say, before I was dealing with some land in Caroni, so I meet this guy one day driving my taxi. He said he could work land good, so I carry him on the land, and we get excited, so we started walking the land, but we get a dread piece of water too in the land. So I didn't want to give up on my dream because the water washed me out. So I say, all right, with this COVID crisis, I ain't working no taxi. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make market in my taxi. And I'm going to try a delivery service. I went up online on my WhatsApp, I get all my friends, and I put the names on them together, and I set up a chat, and I say, yeah, it had to work. And,
and that service is what exactly?
So that service is every day we put up new either fruits, because we promoting health. Right? We promoting consciousness, not only healthy eating but healthy thinking.
Right.
Because in the community we have a lot of wounded people, mental health issues, and we don't know we function in normal and emotional health issues also. So we come to just heal.
Right.
So I say through fruits and food you could heal. And I decide to give the African community this because we only presented with one option, and it can't be one option.
Right.
God is infinite, and he would never leave one option to heal something. Correct. He will always have multi ways to heal things.
Right.
You know, so this is one of the ways I say I will heal with people by giving them fresh fruit, because in fruit is medicine.
Right.
Some of the seeds is good medicine. Like this same avocado we watching on the table here, where everybody like to eat and call butter. This seed of that is a dread tea that helping your cholesterol level lower it unclogging your arteries. So it have a lot of things. We only looking out. But right by us.
We have it.
And just like in spirituality, everybody only looking outside, what outside is. And it's inside of us we have to clean, cleanse, and create from. And if outside dirty, I mean inside dirty and outside looking clean, you're only fooling yourself.
Correct.
You understand?
Yeah.
So when the COVID started, I hear them saying, hey, wash your hand, wash your hand. But I only saying in my mind, but look how dirty some of them heart is and they don't want to wash their heart.
Talk it.
You understand? So
That's why I do the t-shirt, you know.
Yeah. Sanitize your mind.
And the next one is wash your attitude.
Wash your attitude, yeah.
because at the end of the day, what we're trying to build is the best of our own selves.
Right.
And we all are unique. Some papa might be able to heal you, papa might deal good with me. So herbs and medicine is something you have to understand your patient before you understand. Because some people could vibrate on certain, all of us have different frequencies. And like they have a vibration that they say, you have to attract. Some people like to want to attract things, but it's not what you attract. It's, you could only attract what you are. You can't attract what you want. It's like people want to be all kind of things, but they can't attract that.
Right.
You understand? So you have to cleanse your mind and know who you is, so you can attract the right things in your life.
Right.
Because you don't have to run and get nothing.
Yeah.
Because all of us is the God.
Right. So
And
tell me a little bit about because you say medicine.
Medicine.
Right. So tell us a little bit about how, all right, you tell me how you start, right? But in my little meeting with you tell me how you used to be all over the country, Moruga here, there, thing, and you tell me that, you know, you fall in love with the medicinal side of the thing, the bush medicine, and you start meeting other elders in the realm where who doing bush, who doing this, who doing that, and it has certain bush you tell me we can't get down on we ends, so you have to go all quite to get. Right, so tell me a little bit about the bush medicine side of the thing, because you know we free that. We only taking tablet.
But common sense make before book. And
Right.
if we know the same tablet we taking is the same medicine. You understand? It just break down in different forms.
Right.
And what I like about bush medicine, it hardly have side effects. But the drugstore, all they just let you know.
It's on the pack.
Yeah, and some side effects is death. You understand? And them normal with that. You
You're taking a chance.
But again, I would say common sense make before book, and our countries have a lot of traditional healers, and we have a lot of history from the original people of this country. We have healing work from them.
Right.
We have the Yoruba people who came here, the East Indian people, the Chinese people. So a medicine man in Trinidad is a man who well equipped,
Right.
and he they don't really talk him up. They just put him down. And I get into the medicine because I started doing, people couldn't go nowhere, curfew, old people in their house, they're afraid to go out, they can't buy nothing. So I started coming to the house. But while coming to the house, old people would say, son, you have a little this bush, you have a little, so I continue bringing bush, and I get to realize, well, wait now, people need healing. And then when I look on the Jamaican channel, I see people getting healed with COVID. They're saying with bush would be having Trinidad. So I started to pull out with bush. And I started to get a good response from the people. And right now I'm making cleansers, I'm making bush, I'm making tonic. And I meet some marvelous like elders who does help me with this healing thing, because like in our tradition Yoruba, we don't do nothing for ourselves. It's the whole village and the elders real matter. So I take that pattern and I just go to my elders in Trinidad. They don't necessarily have to be of Orisha or Ifa, but old school is always vast and great, you know.
Right.
So get a lot of methods, and my mother was a Martinican too when she was alive, so she
bring things.
Yes, and I learned things from her too, you know. So it always in my DNA.
Right.
You understand?
You're just manifesting it now.
Yes.
I want to go back to my introduction to you via the business side is with how Tasha talk it up, because she's living up in Arima, and she telling me, I see her post it on she status many times, not knowing that is a service coming from quite down on this end. And she says always prompt service is always good, clean products. You know? You have any limit to where you're going to deliver fruits and vegetables?
Well, just weekend I went to San Fernando. I ain't have no limit. I want to go. If somebody in Australia want food from Afro-Organic and they want to call, no, I laughing.
I like it. I like it.
Thing, I want to go because we had thing here was special. Just like how they had thing, and we are a specialty country. And I could prove to the world that we really just do amazing things. Like I just tell people, when you go to the hospitals and you can't get no other help, they send you to go by the spiritual people, and who the spiritual people is. They might say bush people, they go say Obia people, but it's we, it's the Obia people to come by.
You know what to add to that, boy? I personally know people who went to the hospital and doctors watch them and tell them, we can't find nothing physically wrong with you, go and check somebody. And they went to somebody and the person heal them or whatever was afflicting them. But they will still turn around and use the term obia in a negative. Like, we ain't saying that there are people who just use the science in a negative way. No? But you never talk about doctors who just neglect and cause the same kind of death and harm that way. As you just talk about people who just who use spirituality to heal it in that way. I'm glad to hear you ain't afraid to go out of places, far places to deliver now. The products that you just sell, you grow them or you have people supplying them?
Well, I try to grow them and it get a little, it's more people started buying from them.
Right.
So now what I started doing is, so I just try to get organic farmers, especially because my name is Dr. Organic, so I just try sometimes I try to be 100%, but not all the time it could be 100%. But most of our stuff that we grow in Trinidad, I always tell everybody, only listening to 14th Street and Whole Foods, and yes, it's just, sometimes we need to come off of that and be in our reality. We have a nice thing going for 14th Street and any green plum. Well, you can get at it. You can't get at it. You understand?
Can't get no channel day.
No, you can't get no tambrand day. Or you will get the tambrand in the box and the tambrand sweet, and you understand? But appreciate ourselves first. That's what we need to do. Not only our designers and our local fig. We green fig is one of the best fig in the world. Our local fig, our Grand Michel, our silk fig, and people that just take it for granted.
What is the correct name for Siki? The small one.
I really don't know. I know it as Siki. I know
like the sweetest fig I ever eaten in my life, you know.
That's last week on Emancipation Day. We get some from Aina.
You see? You eat a Siki fig, you just actually feel it going into your DNA. You just actually feel yourself coming out nice. So why we don't wake up? We wake up to this here because it's cheap compared to where you're going and play in the hospital. And if you eat healthy, Corona could come, a road could come, whoever could You understand? It really, and people think, you know, because even though you go and take the shot or you take all the tablets, you still have to eat greens. You still have to
fix your immune system.
You know what I mean? So these things don't take it for granted. And especially in which part we live in, like these fellas from Strain Hunters, they came here and they said, we on the equator line, we could produce some of the best food in the world. Marijuana and all. Somebody just because where we be located.
Correct.
So we go take a break.
We
go come back with Dr. Organic and Mr. Medz, and when we come back, you go tell me a little more about what Mr. Medz is bring to the business.